Okay, sir. So, how you and let me introduce our. So we
Yes.
have Prasad, sir. He is a retired, and I had a chance of when I was working in this college. Sir, can you give us a small brief introduction before we start?
Hmm. You want me to tell some?
Ji, sir, just a small introduction about you, sir. Then we are. Then,
Yes, yes. I was working in the industry in Alvin Volta's Videocon. Then I came to the teaching line.
oh, I know.
I was having an MTech qualification from IIT Kharagpur.
Ji,
So
sir.
with that I came to the teaching line. Afterwards, I did my PhD at NIT Warangal part time.
Sir.
After getting my PhD, I joined Methodist College.
Ji, sir.
So it's a very good work you are doing. Let me first understand a little bit. I have seen when you were working at that time.
Ji, sir.
This.
So just trying to contribute whatever I can, sir, for the teaching learning community. So
Yes, yes,
let's
very good,
start, sir.
very good.
So this is the application called EDiMate,
Mm.
and
Mm.
the first version of it I had released long back, about 12 years back, and
Yes, yes.
that had a very limited functionality at that time.
Mm.
So recently I got another tool which is helping me build this application in a faster way. And
Oh,
because of this, I was able to develop this to this extent, sir.
okay,
So
okay, very good.
it is a combination of two words. First word is
Mm.
the ED, which is a full form which is a short form of engineering drawing, and
Yeah.
animate. The word animate means giving life. So in a way, we are trying to
Okay.
give life to engineering drawing by way of this
Mm.
application.
Yeah.
So many times while teaching also, sir, I used to feel ki whatever students hear, they forget, and whatever
Mm.
they remember, and only after
Mm.
they are able to do something from whatever they see, are they able to
Mm.
completely understand the subject. And
Okay.
this application, what we are having, it's an effort towards that direction itself. So
Okay, very
we
good. Mm.
plan to give the control in the hands of students so that they can
Mm.
change different variables, different parameters, and
Mm.
see what and how these changes are going to affect the geometry. So there
Okay.
is a description page here which shows, which lists all that the application can do. There are, of course, some things which I'm yet to add. It's still a work in progress. So
Mm.
let us start with, I think points would be a right place to start. So
Mm.
you can see this is the projection of points. There is an
Mm.
XY line, and the front and top view of a point A has been shown here. When we click on the
Okay.
top right side, which is a setting button over here, it will open a
Mm.
panel, a side panel, which shows the
Mm.
control with which we can change the values for this view that we are getting. So suppose, let us say
Okay.
we want to change its distance from HP. We just have to slide this slider, and you can see in real time in the graph solution also, the front view is rising above the XY line.
Mm.
So not just that, if you want the point to be on HP, you can just click on this point and you can see the change instantaneously happens here in the diagram. Also place the
Mm.
point below the HP, and below the HP, whatever distance you want, you can go on changing. Same way, there is
Okay.
another slider which helps us to change the distance from
Mm.
VP. Again, when we change from VP, it can be in front, it can be behind, or it can be on VP.
Mm.
All these changes we can do. So if we want to compare the points side by side, we have an option here to add extra points. So you can see another
Mm.
extra point has been added here. So I can go on, adding points. Each point will appear with a different name. So first point is A, second point B, third point C, and so on and so forth. So I can keep changing the quadrants where the point is located and checking out what any change in these dimensions, how it will affect the point here. So this
Mm.
is what we have here in points. So at the same
Okay.
time, we have options here for zooming in, zooming out. So if we click on plus sign here, we can zoom in and check one particular point in more detail. We can move this point aside and we can go around and check out all these points. This is how the app has been designed.
Mm.
So after the points, we have projection of lines. So
Mm.
projection of points is where students feel maximum difficulty because there are a
Yes.
lot of different terminology to be used here. So in order to help
Mm.
them identify the different objects, different lines which are there here, there is some click button pop up based here. So when they click on a particular line that they want to learn about, the line gets highlighted and a pop up appears here showing what that line is. So first it will start with the name of the line and how it is represented, B dash B you can see. And there is a short description about what that line is. And it will also show the length of that line after he has drawn it. So this
Mm.
information can be used by the educators, the teachers, the lecturers who are giving assignment to the students. So once they give a question with a different length, different angle, the students will be able to draw it. And the
Mm.
teacher, the lecturer will be able to verify whether this diagram is correct or not by just checking a particular length. So it can measure all the lengths, the end projector first, end projector second, the front, the final front view, the final top view, the temporary top view at true inclination, and the temporary front view at the true inclination. So all these points, for all the points, pop-ups have been added, which the student can use to understand what it is, what length it is, at what angle it is, and so on and so forth.
Mm.
So here also, if he clicks on the setting button on the top right, he will get this option
Mm.
with able to change the values. So
Mm.
right now I'm changing the true length. So you can see the changes happening in real time on the screen. So as soon as that happens, as soon as I'm done doing that, I just have to give it a small time and it will zoom back to show the complete diagram on the screen. So this is how it has been designed. Not just that, you can also check the angle of the front view, angle of inclination with HP.
Mm.
Some time and it will zoom back to show the complete image. You can also change the angle with VP. And at
Mm.
any point, the angle crosses a particular value and the sum of those angles becomes invalid, an error comes up at the top here telling us that these particular angles are not possible.
Mm.
So the error handling also has been taken care of. So
Mm.
this will enable a lecturer to give different values of problems for each student uniquely. Earlier,
Mm.
what used to happen, we just used to give a single problem which had same inputs for all the students. And one student used to solve it, all others used to just copy paste it. So by doing this, the students, many of the students, majority of the students will not learn the subject.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. So this app, I think, will be helpful to the lecturers in
Yes. Yes.
seeing a lot of different variations of the problems.
Mm.
See, once the lecturer has so many variations of the problems, the students will be discouraged from copying the stuff from others, and they will be
Mm.
more encouraged, more inclined towards learning it themselves. Because only when they
Mm.
have understood it and learnt it, will they be able to solve this problem, and only then they will be able to correctly get the value of answers. So this is the thing. Now, of course, in projection of lines, we have solved only one particular scenario wherein the inclination with HP and VP are given.
Mm.
So we are trying to improve the application in such a way that it will be able to accept any of the five variables. It could be inclination with HP as it is now, right now. It could be the final front view length and final top view length. And it could be many other things like that. So I think this is what we have. So, so can you share your opinion about this? Like, have you taught this subject earlier, the engineering graphics?
Yes, yes. Now, actually, in this case, at least one example you give with the dimensions and angles.
Dimensions and angles, sir.
Give the dimension and angle and solve one problem.
You want the dimensions to appear on the screen, or?
Yes. And first you should give them how they do it on the drawing board.
Okay, mean the step by step. First, what is to be drawn. Next, what is to be drawn.
First drawing board how to do. Then this application.
I didn't understand your question, sir.
See, earlier when AutoCAD was not there, physically
Yes,
they were drawing. No? Physically, people draw it on the drawing board.
Yes, sir.
On a sheet.
Yes,
On
yes,
a drawing
yes.
sheet. On a drawing sheet we do, no?
Yes, sir.
That engineering drawing, that was stopped. And then this AutoCAD has come.
Yes, sir.
So the first how to do that, what is that angle and size? Give the angle, size, both angles and the size of the front view on the vertical plane. Then how to do it? The first figure, whatever you are given, that one you give it with the angles and all that. Yeah.
So
One
the angles.
example you solve with the angles and size.
Yes, sir. Actually, the solution is happening in real time. The values which.
Now, whatever you are doing, it is one can change it and it will appear on the screen. That's what you are doing. One problem
Sir,
at least. One problem at least you solve it. One problem.
Okay, let's take an example. The length is 100 mm, sir.
Yeah.
Inclination with HP, let us say it is 30 degrees. And let's say inclination with VP is 45 degrees. The distance of a point A from HP, let us say it is 10 mm. And distance of the same point from VP, let us say it is 25 mm. So these are the 5 inputs that will be given to the student in the question. Now, as soon as the students fill these values here, the solution to that problem will instantaneously appear here in the screens.
Okay, that I agree. But at least how to draw this curve?
How to draw these curves? Yeah, those things we have to add. So
First
the plan
fundamental. No, you are only. This is quite useful for the people who know the subject.
Yes, sir.
Suppose when somebody is starting the drawing practice, who doesn't know what is the engineering drawing, engineering graphics.
So for such problems, we have our YouTube channel, sir, on which in detail we have explained everything.
Okay.
This is the YouTube channel.
And
most of them have been solved by using AutoCAD.
Okay.
Initially, I tried to solve it using engineering drawing manual board also, but there are very few on that because I didn't have a good quality camera with me. So there are very few of that type. But a lot of problems have been solved in AutoCAD.
Okay.
So These
This
will
one
take.
is a sort of a practice by changing the angles and the size.
So with this, they can learn how to draw, what are the steps to complete the diagram, and the tools to be used for completing the diagram. And by coming here, they will be able to check
Okay.
check how, by varying what value, what thing will change in the diagram.
Okay, that can be mentioned in your talk. You can say is
Yes, sir.
how to do it manually is given in so and so. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir. So those tabs will be added. Like for example, for engineering scales, there's a page added for videos also. It will take
Okay.
some time to load, sir. So this is the page. So engineering scales, a brief explanation about what it is, and there is a video link. So when the student clicks on it,
Hello friends,
the video starts playing.
so the scale looks
Okay.
So these things, I think, they'll be helpful to students who don't know anything from scratch. And once they
Yes.
know enough, they can come to this simulator, and they can play around with it to check how
Okay.
different values are affecting the diagram.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Yeah.
So we also have like projection of planes. In the planes, again, they can change the length. They can change the distance of the front view. They can rotate the top views at what angle they want. And accordingly, the front view, top view, both are going to show the changes. They can also choose different diagrams like rectangle with different length, width,
Yeah.
so on and so forth. Rhombus, pentagon, hexagon, circle. So all these different types of planes they can select and they can check out. The two-step problem, we are still working on it. The logic required for that is a bit complicated. We are still trying to find a solution to that. Then coming over to solids, here again we have different types of solids listed here in the first option. And we can again, the students can play around with the base length, the height of the prism. They can also change the rotation angle of the base to whatever angle they want. And in real time, they'll be able to see which line remains hidden and which line remains visible. They can also choose different shapes. We have pentagon, hexagon, and all other shapes available. So this is working perfectly for the first position, wherein the solid is resting with its base on HP. For inclination, we again still working on that logic. When that is obtained, we may add that as well to this. Then sections of solids was the toughest, I would say, for developing this, because it involves generating the sectional top view also. We have still not figured out how to get the true shape of the section, but most of the other things we are able to get. So we can adjust the base length, height of the prism, and the inclination of the base. Then for section plane, we can adjust the angle at which it is cut. The plane may cut the top and bottom also together. Then we can adjust the height of this section plane as well. And in real time, you can see the changes are taking place. It's after all the changes are made.
Okay.
So while teaching the subject, students at the most can solve one or two problems in the class. And
Yes.
this minimum, with this limited number of problems that they solve, they will not be able to get a complete idea about how the figure changes if the values are different. So with this application, they will be able to get that idea completely.
So for any change, are you giving the values there?
For sections of solids, we have not added it, sir. In projection of lines, you must have seen, we get the values. We get the lengths, we get the angles. All these are possible
So
for lines. For this, we are yet to add.
here whatever you have shown is when the section is there and hatching is given here, and
Yes, sir.
we are showing it.
Yes,
But
sir.
at what angle it is cutting and all that, that is not there.
Present here, we have not shown it on the screen, but when this angle, say I'm changing it to 30 degrees, it will reflect here on the screen. We just need to show it graphically here. That is something we
Maybe,
are still.
maybe on the keyboard it must be working.
Yeah, they can enter it from the keyboard. If they click here, they will be able to enter with the keyboard. They can also slide it continuously. The angle will keep changing.
Okay.
That's about the sections of solids. Intersection, I'm still working on it, sir. I'm yet to figure out how to build the logic for it. And for development of surfaces, we were able to get only for prism as of now. Different shapes, whatever we can choose, they will appear. And complete prisms, they'll be able to open up. Again, change the base, side edge, height, all these parameters they can change. And in real time, we can see the changes are getting affected in the diagram. So we are still working on taking section of this and also on the other options like pyramid and other stuff. So once that is also done, I think development will also be a good topic.
So presently, what is the syllabus presently in engineering colleges?
Not sure, sir. I think intersection
Anyway,
of solids is not there because
no,
recently.
see, normal drawing is stopped and AutoCAD has been started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In that, I think AutoCAD also I have seen there some files. Only they are telling some lines and planes.
Yes, sir.
Not much they are showing. Very,
Of
very
course.
simple problems. Actually, there were very difficult problems in the actual engineering graphics.
Yes, sir.
But now, whatever they are teaching, when
Yeah.
I left some 4 or 5 years back, I've seen
Yes, sir.
only very, very small plane or a rectangle, something like that, circle like that.
Yeah, there is a
Small,
reason
small
for it.
things.
So again, the same thing. That is again one of the other reasons why I thought of building this app. The
Yes.
students get very limited time in the lab,
Yeah.
and in that time, they
Uh,
not only have to learn this software,
and
AutoCAD.
and also computers may be less also.
They have to learn about computers. Then they have to learn how using the computers they have to solve the problems. So many of the
Actually,
students
that
will.
introduction of AutoCAD has become fast. I think unnecessarily
Yeah,
they have introduced,
took up a lot of time.
stopping the actual manual practice of
Yes, sir.
graphics.
But sir, if you see from industry point of view, the software knowledge has become very essential. This is something
Yes,
which
yes,
cannot be paused.
yes.
But
Nowadays, this
the
is the main.
disadvantage is that as well.
Yes, this
The
is main thing
disadvantage,
now.
yes, sir. So I think
And
this app will connect to more variety of problems in less amount of time.
yes,
That is the one thing
that
where
is
it can help.
this is okay.
So and I think, sir,
Anything else you made?
uh, so right now I'm working on this app only, but there is a lot of other work also that I had done when I was teaching. So in this particular app, I think I have not shown you this one. Let me just show this and we can talk about other stuff. So this is an ellipse, and in ellipse, the, when we start changing the eccentricity value, it will become an ellipse. When the eccentricity crosses, when it becomes 1, it becomes a parabola. and when the eccentricity crosses 1, it becomes an ellipse. When it crosses 1, it becomes a hyperbola.
Yes, yes.
And the tangent value, when we adjust the distance of the point P from focus, see how the tangent is formed.
Okay.
So for ellipse also,
Okay.
they can see the tangent formed at different places, at different distances.
Yes, this is good.
Yes, sir. So for the conics and other stuff, I mean, for cycloids and involutes, we are still working. There was a very good code I had.
Actually, I see
Software. The name of
there.
Desmos. So this comes a cycloid. And of course, below we have some videos which explain how, in detail, step by step, how to create these cycloids.
One is requirement.
So they using which we can doing it and share
You
it
told that
somewhere.
in some other app you did actual problems. You solved actual problems.
This, I mean,
So yeah, here also at least one problem you solve it, and by changing these things, something
yeah,
will happen.
yes, yes, sir. So that is
If
the plan. Actually, I plan to add animations to this, so that once a particular value has been set, and when the student or teacher, when he taps on a play button, it starts animating to show the step-by-step
yes,
explanation as well as
yeah,
animation on how the drawing is supposed to be generated. I mean, step
okay.
by step. So I think that part will take time, sir, because I'm not from the coding background, and I'm trying my best to do it in whatever spare time I have.
You're doing good work actually. Now, are you working anywhere or doing
Yes,
this?
I'm working. I'm working at Adroitech Solutions, and
Hmm.
we develop technical manuals
Hmm.
for companies. Um, I'm
What type
not
of
supposed to
what
tell
type?
you for whom we are doing it right now, but many of the good companies in electric bikes and
Hmm.
other
No,
products.
what type of technical this thing you're doing?
So we develop service manuals which explain with illustrations how to take a
Hmm.
product apart, do the maintenance work, repair work in it, and how to assemble it back. So
That
this
is
is
actually you are doing it AutoCAD only.
no, sir. We use other software. We our company Adroitech it deals in PTC products. So we use
Hmm.
PTC products for this purpose.
Hmm.
So yeah, so we generate the illustrations and we author the content which goes with these illustrations to explain how the stuff is supposed to be taken apart and put together. Then there is
So
something called
most
sir,
service manuals as well as for manufacturing, assembly,
not for manufacturing, sir. Not for
assembly,
manufacturing.
assembly.
Yeah, assembling. Yes, assembling we will do.
For assembly as well as for servicing.
Yes, sir. Good.
Hmm.
So, yeah, because we are done with this, can we share some good memories that we have had from our teaching? If you have any
Yeah,
such memories, you can share.
now those things are already over. Anyway, but you have helped me a lot in that CAD lab. I used to come and sit behind beside you. You
Wow,
gave me a lot
that's
of
so funny.
feedback and how to operate the computers because we elderly people were having this uh, knowledge of computers. We were having less knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So in fact, you helped me a lot.
Yes, sir.
And
Actually,
to our bad luck, our one of our colleagues, PhD
yes,
holder,
sir.
he died.
Yes, sir. I remember, sir.
What is his name? I forgot.
So I
Anyway,
cannot
he
recall.
was
He was a
actually
good candidate, sir. Yeah.
only. I feel his main problem was the computers.
Yes, sir. I remember. We tried helping him, sir, but I think he took it
He, he
took
also
a
he
lot.
also used to come to the CAD lab and all that,
Yes, sir.
but somehow he could not manage. Then during that period, COVID period, I resigned. I think
Yes, sir.
immediately after that only you left, or before that you left. I don't remember.
Okay, I was there after you left. I was there for maybe 1.5 years,
Then a lot
and
of
then
changes were taking place. They removed people above 60 years and all that
yes, sir.
at that time.
Actually,
It was
after that, the admissions in mechanical branch itself went down
yes,
drastically
yes, everywhere,
because
not only that college, everywhere that trend has come. So one more
mm,
suggestion I got is you can use it somewhere
sir,
uh, in application of mechanical engineering in
application.
other branches. In other branches,
Yes, sir.
mechanical
Like, can you give
engineering
an
plus AI, AutoCAD, AI,
example?
both CAD, CAM, AI, and as well as other computer applications
Sir.
in other branches of engineering. Suppose
But
suppose TV is there.
Sir?
Somebody is manufacturing a TV.
Ji.
Here, a lot of metal components are there, plastic components are there, many other components are.
Yes, sir.
So how? So without mechanical engineering, how can you make a TV?
I think a lot of work is happening in that direction also, sir. Some companies are generating AI. They are using AI for design purpose also.
Yes,
It's
yes.
right now it's not that good. It's only capable of making one or two plates with the description that we feed. But I think in the coming time, a lot of that also can be automated. So it will automate. It will be automated to such an extent that if you just give it a prompt about what it is you want to make, and give it some inputs like how much stress and strain you want it to be capable of bearing,
Yes.
it will design the whole stuff and give you the geometry itself.
In
That
fact,
kind of work.
even the universities they should come out with new courses.
Yes, sir.
See,
That is
when once
definitely.
they started computer science, suddenly 5 courses of computer science have come.
Yes, sir.
Data, one is data, other is for the IT, other is AI.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello,
Hello.
sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. So actually, that was the Zoom call, which is running in trial period. It allows only a limited amount of time. So I
Limited time.
had
Yeah.
yeah, I had to create a new link and invite you back. So you were telling,
Mhm.
sir?
No, that's what I'm telling. I mean, how I mean, I cannot move much. I'm only at the home. But if any work is there, you can tell me. And regarding your app, you wanted me to tell to some engineering colleges, isn't it?
Yeah, that will help, sir. If we get some more feedback about what is their requirement, we can develop it in a more useful way.
Yes.
Right now, I'm just using my experience of what I used to teach students to develop this app. But I may not be correct in all the senses. So if there are some feedback from
That's
their end,
no for that you must be in touch with the Usmania syllabus as well as JNTU syllabus
yeah, true, sir.
on this particular subject.
But I think a lot of times I feel that this subject has become very old-fashioned, sir, because learning
Yes, sir.
this subject in so much depth, it's not so not so
I
useful
know,
for the future students.
I know.
Yeah.
See,
So
they have spoiled mechanical engineering in many ways. One is the engineering workshop.
so
Engineering workshop got spoiled. The syllabus is spoiled, and then manual graphics is spoiled. So, I mean, AutoCAD and all these things are quite a good thing. But if a man cannot draw a smooth circle on the drawing board,
so
then what is the use?
so with passing time, I think the students are required to create stuff on the computers, not
Yes,
draw it
yes.
on the paper.
Mm.
And I think that is the direction which university people are taking.
Mm.
And it is inevitable, sir.
But,
And if you see,
yeah, what I mean to say is some background is needed. I'm seeing
so
the
that
students, I see students, even the engineering students who have joined in our college.
is
Not only this drawing side, in many aspects they are lacking. Even many educationists told that people are
so
not having, they cannot speak English, they cannot speak Telugu, they cannot speak Hindi, and they cannot express themselves.
so
That is also one drawback of the only very good colleges and those students who have come from English education and all that, they are doing well. But normal candidates, especially those who come to mechanical engineering, will be definitely less average people.
do you think technology can help students in such cases, sir?
Definitely,
What
definitely. See, one is how to put them into the computer side, computer language, and then as you develop some of the apps and all that, that gives them a quick understanding of the things. So one particular training is needed. So that's why many of the uh, companies, they give a training of 1 month or 2 months before giving them the actual job.
Yes, sir. True.
In that line also you can enter.
Yes, sir. Actually, even after realizing that this particular subject is not so useful, I'm still working on it because it is helping me understand some techniques which can be applied on other subjects which are useful.
Yes.
We have kinematic of machines. This is another very complicated subject. It involves motion of geometry in motion.
Yes.
And yeah, so I think that is another place where there is a lot of scope for making such applications. So my aim is to learn whatever I can from this project, and once this app to focus our attention on other more difficult applications, which can help the students understand the subject, which requires, especially with those which require a lot of visual skills.
Yes.
That is there.
You are doing good work. Anyway.
Thank you.
Anybody is there, and are you in touch with anybody or colleagues?
Yeah, they are there. So WhatsApp group is there. So we are in touch, but we are all busy.
Who are there? Names?
Durgesh is there, sir. Durgesh is doing a PhD at BITS Pilani. Ma'am is there, still working at Methodist.
Who?
Saujanya ma'am.
Saujanya ma'am. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Madhu sir is there.
Of course, Madhu is there. So, what are the things they are doing? They must be teaching some subjects, other branches. Huh?
I don't know the details. I'm just in touch with them because I asked them if I can teach kinematics of machines for some time to the students, but I think it got halted because of some other reasons. I'm yet to get a call from their end. I want to stay in touch with teaching, sir. That has been my passion, and I don't want to leave it. But I don't know how far I can do it.
You can go to the colleges and give guest lecture and all.
Yes, sir. I'm trying with my sources, whatever wherever I can. And my YouTube channel is there. Sometimes, time to time, whenever I get time, I keep making videos on that. And also working on some other side, the philosophical side as well.
What is that?
So there is a concept that there is something called the Ekam Satya Prabhu, which means the truth is one, and the wise men call it with different names.
Yes.
So I'm trying to put it into words. That's it, I would say. So what is it? What Satya, and how to approach it, and especially how to connect this Ekam Satya with what our schools are teaching us. Talk about physics, chemistry, biology.
Are you doing any? Writing any books or anything? Or what is it?
Something of that sort is in works. I know the outline of the book. I'm still yet to write the details. Whenever I get time, I'm putting my efforts in that direction. Yes.
Good.
So
Now actually, I have joined this Gita Parivar. Learning this Gita, Bhagavad Gita. If you have got time, you can join the Gita.
Yes, sir. So
The teacher.
Online or how?
It is online only. Online, they will send you a link, and then you have to select the timing. Anytime, so many times are there throughout the day. It is 40 minutes only. They tell the 3 slokas. We have to learn it. If required, we can by heart it and then repeat it. Otherwise, just listen to that and leave.
Yeah, actually, I got a chance to teach Gita shlokas to some kids in my colony as a part of Bal. Part of this Bal Gokulam, sir? Bal Gokulam.
Bal Gokulam.
Yeah, so this is an effort from RSS wherein they teach kids about Indian culture, Bharatiya culture. So I know by heart about 10 shlokas of 15th chapter.
Okay, very good. So, in fact, you can completely by heart it also if you have got time. Many people are doing it.
Yes. So when I'm going to office and on my way back, I try to by heart shlokas. So by now I have perfected one song from Telugu. It's about Shiva Stuti, Mahaprana. That song I'm able to perfectly sing as of now. I'm adding more to that. There is this Shiva Stuti from Jatatavi Galajwala. That is another thing. I'm still working on it. About 1/3 of that I'm able to recite. The remaining 2/3. On my way back, on the way to office, and from office on the way to home, I put it on my mobile screen. One line at a time, I try to recite it.
Good.
Have you, in your experience, was there an instance where connecting back to the roots helped any student in education? Any such experiences in your life, sir?
Which one? This philosophy, spiritual as well as education. Huh?
Yes, yes, sir. Does spirituality help in education? The basic question.
Yeah, that is the main thing for our Hinduism. Or in our Hinduism, this type of education system was not there.
Sir.
It is only no pen and paper. It was only repetition.
Yes, sir.
In Gokul type of education, when a Rishi will be there, our Guru, he used to recite some poem, sloka, and
Sir.
all the students there repeat it several times.
True, sir.
By that, they becomes by heart.
Yes, sir.
So the spirituality, I mean, it was in the education itself from the very beginning.
True, sir.
But later on of the English education and then Muslims ruling our country, all these things, many things, everything is spoiled. Now some people are reviving.
There was
Gurukuls,
this.
they are reviving.
Yes, sir. So I've heard and read in newspapers that there was this turning point in Indian education system around 1835. There was a person, Lord Macaulay.
Yeah.
He kept the foundation for the modern education or Western education in India. The Act, it is said.
Yes, they wanted people to work.
Yes,
who knows English. That's why many people, especially from the Tamil Nadu side, people have joined the government jobs of British mostly. People who have learned English, they were getting the jobs in the government sector during British time.
Yes, sir.
Of course, there is nothing wrong. We have learned a language. International language is English. There is nothing wrong in because most of us we are communicating in English only.
But for bringing this to front, they did very bad things to our Gurukul system, sir.
Yes,
Macaulay, there is a statement actually from Macaulay, wherein in his parliament he has reported that the Bharatiya people, they are so wise and they are so intelligent that cannot rule over them unless we break their backbone. And the backbone that he was talking about was the Gurukul system. And systematically, he laid the foundation of this very education policy in such a way that Indians will be Indians to look at from outside, but from inside they will be complete slaves to the British.
Yes.
That is how the education.
Muslims, they did something. Already they made a lot of changes, a sort of fissures. And British people, they have seen those fissures are breaking points and enlarged it. They have not divided the society. They have already, whatever division was done, like north, south, east, west, caste system. See, mostly the caste system in our country, caste system was misunderstood. It was not on the birth. It is based on the way, what type of work you do. So that Varnashram system, everything was completely misunderstood. And some few centuries back, this Brahmins also dominated the society and created a sort of that they are the great and others are small and all that. Those things are also there. And then if you go back to the few centuries, then Vaishnavites and Shivites was there. That quarrel was there. north, south. Still, now the things are. You listen to the Sai Deepak.
Yes, sir. I do listen to him.
Sai Deepak, he says many things. And also one Mr. Ranganath.
Ranganath, not heard.
They also speak Sampath. So many things are there. But we can finally, what we have to, finally it boils down to our livelihood.
Yes, sir. That is. Yes, sir. While doing this, we have to try to do our best about other stuff.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Nice talking to you. Nice talking to you.
I'll try to use whatever feedbacks you have given. I'll try to use to whatever extent, and
Yes,
maybe
yes.
we'll build more apps in the coming time for other advanced subjects like and dynamics. So maybe we can do another session on especially for other subjects. Like you used to teach thermodynamics, I believe, sir.
I was teaching thermodynamics, heat transfer,
and those
power
were
plants, steam.
especially for me as well.
Yeah,
So,
gas turbines.
yes, sir. So we can think about ways to make these subjects easy for students. I think those subjects are very, very critical for a lot of products that we are designing. So I think that is one area where we can do some a lot of work remains to be done in that area. So if you have any ideas about automating some learning in those subjects, thermodynamics, heat transfer, in those, I think we can do on that. Sir.
Yes, we will work on it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then I think we can wind up here.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.